Hey everybody, and welcome to Rolling with Shelby. This week I'm going to be sharing with you something that is very near and dear to my heart. Smoking meat. It's something that I've done for several years, and I just really enjoy it for some reason. Um, and I wanted to really share that with you guys. Well, without further ado, let's get to it. So first off, what you want to do is you want to put yellow mustard on the ribs. And what this does is it adds it as a binder for the seasoning, but it also helps tenderize the meat as well. So you want to make sure that you put enough to cover the ribs. And then what you want to do is take your hand and smear it generously on the ribs. Like that. Now we'll do the same thing to the other one. Almost done the mustard, unfortunately. Just do the best you can. If you don't have enough mustard to cover it, just try to use as much as humanly possible. Okay, now the next step is we're going to do seasoning. But first, what you want to do is get a little bit of brown sugar. Hold on, let me wash my hands here. What the brown sugar does is it'll make it a little bit sweeter. A little bit of a sweet note before you put all the other seasoning on. You don't need very much, just like a clump, and then you just want to move it around on each slab of ribs. Don't need much, just enough to evenly coat the rack of ribs. Next, what we're going to use is garlic powder. So again, you just want to put enough on there to where you evenly coat it. Not too much, because then it will make it salty. Next, you want to put garlic powder. You want to put enough to generously cover it, but not too much where it overpowers it. And we're going to repeat these steps when we get to the next round. Next, you want to put a little bit of garlic salt. Again, not too much. Evenly sprinkle it in there. Next, we're going to use some onion powder. And then we're going to use some sweet heat. You don't have to use this one, but I like this one, so that's why I use this. You can really use any kind of seasoning that you like. Kind of sticks together, so you gotta shake it pretty hard. Okay, now we're gonna repeat all those steps that we just did on the other rack of ribs. If you forget the brown sugar, it's okay. It just adds a little bit more of a sweetness to it. But I have also made it without. Now, again, what you want to do is repeat the same seasoning on the next one. Doesn't matter what order you go in. Just as long as you get it on there. A little bit of garlic powder. On the side. Okay, I think I got everything on. Also, what I didn't tell you guys, you don't have to do these steps on the other side of the rack of ribs if you don't want to. Because what's going to happen is that salt and everything from that seasoning is going to draw the moisture out and it will be kind of a wet brine. So you don't have to do the other side. I've done it either way, but it's up to you. So next, what we want to do is we want to take aluminum foil and you smash it down as much as you can. Make sure not a ton of air gets in there. As best you can. You don't. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then we are going to put this in the refrigerator overnight, and I will show you guys in the morning what we are going to do and what it will look like after sitting in the pan. Also, what I didn't tell you guys, you don't have to do these steps on the other side of the rack of ribs if you don't want to. Because what's going to happen is that salt and everything from that seasoning is going to draw the moisture out and it will be kind of a wet brine. So you don't have to do the other side. I've done it either way, but it's up to you. So next, what we want to do is we want to take aluminum foil and smash it down as much as you can. Make sure not a ton of air gets in there. As best you can. You don't. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then we are going to put this in the refrigerator overnight, and I will show you guys in the morning what we are going to do and what it will look like after sitting in the pan.
Ready.
Welcome back, everyone, to Rolling with Shelby. Last night I showed you guys how to brine a couple racks of ribs, and I let them brine overnight. I've got the grill all set up here with the rack of ribs, and now we are just going to let them cook to a temperature of 195 internally to 205. I've got our grill set up at 200 degrees, and it'll probably be about 6 to 8 hours depending on how thick and big the ribs are. Also, I'm using hickory pellets. Normally you would want to use like cherry or apple because it's a more subtle smoky flavor, but sometimes I'll use hickory if I don't have apple or cherry. Hickory just tends to be more of a stronger, smokier flavor, but I've used either or and they all work out fine. So right now I'm just going to put the probes in and then let them cook. And I will be out here periodically checking on the temperature and so on. So without further ado, I'll get that ready. Well, everybody, we're about 2 hours in. Normally I wouldn't open this up, but I just kind of want to show you guys what it's starting to look like. Probably got another 4 hours to go, give or take. The temperature is at 158. Internal temps. So, anyways, I will keep you guys updated in a couple hours. Alright, guys, our ribs are getting close to being done. Next step we have to do is just put barbecue sauce on. So, look how good those look. Think about another half hour, we'll be done. I'm gonna go ahead and put barbecue sauce on the other side, close it up for a bit, and do it for about another half hour.
Got it.
Alright, guys, now the next step, while we're waiting for our ribs to finish, there's about 22 minutes left. We are making some red potatoes in the oven for one of our sides. So I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil. It's okay if you kind of blob it on accident, just kind of mix it around. Okay. Just kind of mix it around because you don't have the world's steadiest hands. Make sure you get that evenly coated. There we go. Okay. So next thing we want to do is we want to do some garlic powder. So just put some of the garlic powder on. Careful, it comes out a little fast. If you don't have the steadiest hands, just be super careful. Okay. And then next we're going to use some onion powder. Again, just be a little gentle. This comes out fast as well. Okay, now next we're going to do some garlic salt. And then we are going to pop this in the oven and start on the corn.
Okay.
All right, so next we did the corn. We went ahead and did that off camera because the husking's a little bit difficult. If you are like me and you don't have one good hand, you might want to have somebody help you with that. That's why we went ahead and did it, because it takes a bit.
Your assistant helped you.
Yeah, my assistant helped me. Anyways, she helped me cut the ends off, and we've got it in the pot now, and we're just waiting on that, the ribs and the potatoes, and we should be good to go. The ribs have about another 10 minutes. All right, well, I will show you guys the finished product when it's done. Kind of show.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Well, this is the end result to the meal that we've been working on. It looks really good. I just want to thank everybody that has subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't yet, click the buttons below to subscribe. It's been awesome to make this video for you guys, and I've been wanting to do this for a while and just decided I need to get it done. Until next time, this is another video of Rolling with Shelby.
Ready?
Alright guys, we got the ribs out and everything. Now all we need to do is wrap it. And you just want to let it sit for about 20 minutes, let it rest and cool. I'm going to have my assistant help me with the bottom part, because doing it with one hand is not the easiest. Anyways, we will show you as soon as everything else is done and plated. The potatoes are in the oven. The corn is on the stove.